Welcome to In My Crumble Opinion, episode 3. Before we get started with our beautiful guests, I first of all want to say thank you so much for responding so positively to my last video, and my first video with Lucinda Puss, and my last video with Sally Limon. It was a whole lot of fun, and some controversy sprung out of it, and hopefully lightning will strike twice in the House of Cakes here. This is the beautiful Bonita Rose.
Hi,
oh my
everybody.
Gosh, look at the branding, look at the roses.
Bonita Rose, yeah.
So let's get to know each other a little bit. So I prepared some questions. So Kachina Rude once lauded you as the future of drag. Do you agree?
She said that?
She did. Did you not know Kachina called you the future of drag?
When did she say that?
I don't know. It was like in an interview somewhere. So, well, bitch, it happened. She said it. I was like, the future of drag is, and I was waiting for my name, and it said Bonita Rose. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
I know the article you're talking about.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So, do you agree? Are you the future of drag?
I would say yes, because I am only 4 years in, and after 4 years comes the future.
Yeah, that is
which
true.
I
That
will
is
be
how time
partaking
works.
in. Yeah.
Nice. We'll come back to that question of what the future of drag is. But what I especially love about you and is that you're a student of drag. I feel like some of it, we're all students of drag, I believe. But there's something particular about the way that you kind of like talk about drag. I remember you had like a reel or TikTok series where you would kind of like talk about looks. Yeah, tell me about your process and your approach to drag.
Whoa.
I know, it's
That's
a
a
big
big
one.
question.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have a character. Her name is Bonita Rose, and she's all sorts of things, but ultimately she's a goddess. She's like the manifestation of this like feminine energy that's within me, this powerful energy that needs to come out. And you know, through this character and through this artistic expression, I'm figuring out my gender, I'm figuring out my place in the world, my confidence, and all sorts of like parts of my identity that I would not have been able to tap into without Bonita. So yeah, that's kind of how I go about my drag, is just like growing as a person, but also growing as an artist, simultaneously.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a really beautiful answer. I was definitely listening, but you're also just so mesmerizing, the way your body is sparkling, your face, and also the way your thigh highs are giving that like fetishy sound. It's just like very ASMR to me, visually and auditorily ASMR. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, definitely. I definitely see that in your drag. How do you put a look together?
Usually it starts with a doodle. I'm like constantly sketching or doodling looks, outfits. And my mind goes 100 miles an hour. It's the ADHD. I create like hundreds of sketches in the span of like 30 minutes.
Wow.
And whenever I really particularly like am drawn to something, like the one that speaks to me is the one that I like set out to create and to bring to life. And usually it's like, it involves like, if I go thrifting and I find a really pretty dress, then I'll put that together, or I make a drawing that I really like, and you know, I'm like, oh, okay, all I have to do is make, you know, this bodysuit, so I'll do the bodysuit and add a bunch of things to it. And like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that if it's possible, I'll do it, right?
Yeah.
And if it's like currently out of reach, then I'll keep it on the back burner and for like a future when I am able to do it.
Yeah. Nice. So you mentioned that Bonita Rose is a goddess. A lot of your looks have this horn motif.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the demon side of Bonita Rose a little bit?
When I say goddess, I guess what I mean is just like an entity that's like larger than life. That like exists in a fantasy, you know, world. And so yeah, like the demon horns and the religious motifs and the like the fairiness of it all, when I like to dress like colorful and playful. It's all like this fantasy character and she has like many sides to her. Like I have like my demon side represents like these color palettes that I like to use, like black, white, and red. The fairy side represents like pastels and like very bright and colorful things, and then the goddess represents kind of like it kind of like brings everything together in this world.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love your mind. I love stealing your ideas. I'm gonna take that with me. Okay, so last week, Sally Limon callously said, "Fuck the House of Muppets." Is there anything you want to say to her?
When and where? No.
Okay.
No.
No. Okay, good.
I never want to talk to Sally. Who would?
Yeah. Well, tell me about the House of Muppets. What does being in a drag house mean to you? And tell me about your experience being a part of that house.
Yeah, being in a house is amazing. I honestly couldn't be where I am without the support of Nitrix Oxide, who is my drag mother. She really gave me the confidence to finally start, like, to finally get my ideas out there. She was the one that would be like, if you do it, I'll be right here with you. We can go to the clubs together. We can, like, you'll be safe with me, in this adventure, because like she was only like maybe 1 or 2 years in when I started, and and then once I started, Nitrix started adopting people left and right, and all of a sudden it became like this really beautiful collective where if I had a problem, all I have to do was message the group chat and be like, hey, this is on my mind, and they'll be like, oh, well, you're great, and it's like, that beautiful sense of like belonging and community definitely helped me in my becoming a drag queen.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah. I mean, starting a house was something that I kind of accidentally fell into. I knew that I found drag very social and I wanted to do it with people. But becoming a house mother wasn't anything I like initially envisioned for myself. But I definitely get that sense of like community and just like having a group of people you can rely on and kind of call on when you need help. Something that I like to kind of regard is that, a lot of times people think that motherhood or being a mother is like something that you nurture, you give to children, and it's like one way, but honestly it's like so much is given back to me as being a mother, and I just love my kids so much, and I'm so proud of them. So it's really beautiful to hear that that dynamic is so ubiquitous in the Bay Area. We have so many houses now, and how did House of Muppets, where did that name come from?
It's like a hair.
Is that a hair?
Please edit this out.
Is it
or put it in the blooper reel.
Yeah.
I think it started off as a joke. I think we were called like the House of Muppets because we were just like a hodgepodge of different aesthetics. And Interrobang the Dragon was like the Muppet of the Bay Area. Like literally they would dress up as Gonzo. And yeah, I think it started off as a joke, and then we were like, wait, this is kind of funny, let's do this, because it was either that or House of Oxide, and that doesn't really sound fun.
No, it sounds toxic, maybe. No, there's good oxides, right? Are there breathable oxides?
I mean, nitrous oxide is...
Nitrous oxide. Oh, that's good. That's fine. Laughing yes. Okay. I'm thinking of monoxide. No. Monoxide. Okay. So on Twitter, I'm going to bring up Twitter a lot because I'm on it now.
Oh,
we're all on it. We're on Twitter.
Yeah.
So on Twitter, you said that you had your 1-year therapy anniversary.
Yeah.
How's that going for you? And you seem very happy about it, or proud of yourself at least.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just never thought it would happen.
Is it BetterHelp? Did you see an ad by Aiden Zane on Instagram?
No, it was not Aiden Zane. It was Trixie Mattel. No. No. It was. It always felt like a hurdle that I had to get to. It might be my ADHD, it might just be like who I am as a person, but it's really hard for me to like, do doctor's appointments and stuff like that. And it just felt like something that was really hard to get to. And like once I started it, that was also a journey because like it it took a while for me to like realize that my therapist was like there for me, and I was like still closed off.
Yeah.
But eventually, like, we found our footing, and it's been really great. I really do feel like I've been maturing and growing a lot as a person, which is helping me in drag because they just go together. So.
Oh, I was going to ask that. Like, how does it inform your drag? How does mental health inform your drag?
Yeah.
Well, your personal life?
I don't think any artist that isn't crazy. How do I phrase that? I think all good artists are a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's good to have someone, or like my mental health, to have it like contained. Because otherwise it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
And when I can actually like focus and like work on the things that'll help me improve, like waking up early and stretching in the morning and stuff like that, I do feel like that all goes together with learning to be better.
I like how you bring up stretching, because like mental health and corporeal health really go hand in hand, but also how your approach to doing drag is also an untangling of like all these ideas and feelings and just for me, drag is also very cathartic, but it's also a sense of therapy. You get to learn yourself in a different kind of way. And my privilege in watching you do drag is that I definitely feel like I learn about you with every kind of like number you do.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. You love Grimes, so obviously unstable. If you had to choose between Grimes and Lady Gaga, who would you choose? Gaga.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite Gaga song?
Probably Heavy Metal Lover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that.
Yeah.
No, don't hum. We can't afford the rights to that. Okay. Okay, so back to Twitter. You once posted your entire hog on Twitter.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. How was that? Will you do it again?
Definitely. No, I don't really like to do it anymore, because whenever I post it, I get a lot of like followers that like are following like porn accounts, and it's like I don't want that. I'm just showing hog to my friends. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be like a porn Twitter,
Yeah. Totally.
But yeah, I don't know. I just always feel like whenever I see thirst traps and they don't show hog, I'm like, ugh, like just show hog, just do it. Yeah. So
you're
I'm like,
right.
No, I'll be the change.
Oh my god, you're
in
inspiring me, Bonita Rose. Okay, you heard it here. I'm gonna post hog soon. We all should.
This is the movement.
Yeah, the movement. Hog movement. Hogwarts. House of Hogwarts. So, did you get any attention you did want? Did anyone slide into your DMs?
A few people, but it wasn't like the people that I was targeting. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I hope this person sees it. I don't even think they saw it, but you know what? Whatever.
Okay, which brings me to my next question. Have you ever kai-kai'd with a member of our community?
Yes.
Who? You don't have to kiss and tell. We don't need to go there, but if you want to share any detail or wisdom from the experience. Okay, was it good?
It was good.
Okay, good. We'll leave it there. You're wearing fully opaque white paint, but I still see you blushing. So we're gonna. Okay, is there someone you would like to kai-kai with? Who are you targeting with your hog pics?
There's a few. Let's just say the cast of the Princess pageant.
Ooh, okay, yes. I know. I have a feeling I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, the cast of the Princess pageant. Mm-hmm. You heard it. Anybody else? I'll go Vendetta. Okay, moving on. Mojo's over here making a face. Vendetta lowers her voice in these thirst trap, like, like Instagram stories. It's just like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, girl, yes. You. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Okay, a lot. So we've been doing drag. Maybe I'm a couple of years older than you in terms of being a drag performer in the Bay Area. But over the course of us being drag queens, people have quit drag. People we did drag with. Is there anyone who has since put down the brushes you would like to come back?
Give me a refresher of who quit.
Okay, good. I have a list here.
No way!
Yeah. Okay. Mona Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Jelly Jellyfish.
Mhm.
Florida Man. Yes and no. I mean, I don't know. Crystal Geyser. I haven't seen Jillian Narling do drag in a while.
True.
And I mean, I think the obvious is Roma Holiday. So.
Yeah. Well, that's an all-star cast. Imagine all of them in a competition again. Like, whoever wins gets to do drag.
Gets to do drag. Oh my god, the comeback pageant. That is actually a brilliant
cool, right?
idea. That's really good. The comeback pageant. Oh my god. We're coming up with ideas, Oasis. Okay. So who would you be rooting for in the comeback pageant?
I would be rooting for Mona Roll since we've been getting closer lately. We're both East Bay queens now.
Yeah. She is a Gaga stan like you are.
Yeah.
And probably like the most accomplished Gaga impersonator in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
She's won multiple competitions.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Allie, a straight woman.
Oh, we don't need her.
Well, fine. I wanted to see where they were going to land in the Turbo Pageant Lost Cycle finale. Speaking of Turbo Pageant, we've both done Turbo Pageant.
Did we do it together?
No, I don't think we did it together. You did it separate cycles for me. A separate digital cycle and a separate live cycle. You never did digital? Mm-hmm. What the fuck am I thinking about? Okay, well, we don't have to talk about digital drag.
Let's not, please.
But what was your experience like doing that pageant?
That was a really good experience. It was I was barely, I think, like a year in, maybe like, I think it was like 7 months in or something like that. And it was, I think, one of the first times where I realized, like, oh, like, I do have a lot of potential in this community, and a lot of people like me, and if I, put my heart to something, I can actually accomplish, like, that vision that I had in my mind. But also the next, like, I did the first week, and I made it to the second week, and then the second week, I was frozen. I was paralyzed. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Oh my god, the theme was plot twist, and in my mind it was like the most artistic thing that it was like, plot twist, you made it through, but you're not gonna make it through like another round. And yeah, it was just like, it was really stressful, and I learned a lot about myself that way too, by failing that hard. But it was a really good experience, and I felt like really honored to be in that cycle. My live
Turbo cycle, I also lost in the second round. Oh. Yeah, but I blame Mama Celeste. She was the guest judge that week, and I don't know, she had it against me or something. But I actually thought I slayed. It was really good.
See, I did not slay.
Yeah, I did a number in fast forward, and then I did it in reverse. I thought it was a slay idea. The theme was TikTok though, and I knew shit about TikTok. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do a clock thing, like a time thing.
Was this digital?
No, it was live.
TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't even know what TikTok was at the time.
That's a while ago.
Yeah. Well, apparently I had gone viral on TikTok.
Oh.
Because somebody started TikTok. It's a long story. We're gonna talk about. We'll have a whole episode on TikTok, but somebody started TikTok in my name, and Nikki Jizz's All I Want for Christmas Is You went viral on my TikTok.
Oh.
That I didn't even know I started. And somebody else started on my behalf. And I found out the night that I didn't make it through on Turbo Pageant. A lot of mixed feelings.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. But I do like to look at Turbo Pageant as like a turning point for Bay Area drag. I think what it did was like brought all of these different kind of like drag scenes
Mm-hmm.
into one place.
Mm-hmm.
And then also force people to like reckon with like, how do I better myself?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it just like really pushes yourself, not necessarily be better than the other person, but to like get into that competition mode, because I don't think we're a terribly competitive city.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
think so.
I don't think so either.
Mm-mm.
Not like Texas or something.
Right, yeah.
But now we do have these like competitions. It is pageant season. We're gonna talk more about pageants later. Okay, you know what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna take a short little break, and we're gonna do a little recap of RuPaul's Drag Race in our next segment. Okay. Hello, welcome back, and we are now joined by the doll, the dancing diva, Mojo Carter. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God! Look at you.
Oh, yes, you know, I'm giving clueless.
Giving
I don't know what's going on.
Well, bitch, we're gonna talk about RuPaul's Drag Race season 15, the latest episode, Snatch Game.
Ooh, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't want to spend too much time on it because, you know, there's enough of these review shows out there. But let's start with first impression. What did everybody think of like Snatch Game? Who did the best? Who did the worst?
I really loved Lucy LaDuca.
Mm-hmm.
I think she did great.
Mhm.
People were kind of like, I don't know, on the internet, like people always be talking shit on the internet.
People talk shit about
They're-
that
But
performance though.
I was
Crazy
like,
on the
yeah, I was
internet.
like, this was such a good performance.
It was iconic. I watched it twice.
Mhm.
And each time I watched it, I was like gagged by how funny she was, like off the cuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really impressive. I also thought that Mistress was really good.
Mm-hmm.
The way like she was really like quick
Quick.
with her answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Do
even
you-
like the improv with the other contestants was really good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
very good. I think they're obviously the top two for
Mhm.
us.
Mhm.
Did you feel that Marsha was correct to say that she was second place?
I think she did really good as Tim Gunn. However, I think when all together they have to review everything, and girl, that outfit, that runway was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, my poor girl.
Yeah.
Represent New York.
I did see that she said that like there was a designer miscommunication or something like that, and so she had to like come up with something on the fly. So I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she did do really good. That Tim Gunn was really sick.
Their Tim Gunn was very good. And I think
Mhm.
she also did like prosthetics too to like age herself. I thought it was all very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe she was just contorting her face that way. I,
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. But yeah, it was good. I just feel like it wasn't as funny. I think the
Yeah.
impression was very good,
Mhm.
but like the playing with your castmates and with RuPaul, I think was really Mistress and Lucy did
Yeah.
a
Mhm.
stellar job.
Yes. I agree.
So since you brought up runway, what did you think of the runways?
Oh my goodness. It was like Beautiful Nightmares, Dragula Girls.
This
coming for you.
was the Dragula runway.
Literally.
It was a Dragula.
And because I think we're spoiled by Dragula, I thought it was kind of a bad runway.
It was the drag race, the mainstream version of like what Dragula is to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just a whole bunch of like pageantry girls, and like, you know, like a lot of the pageant girls, they did basically like the beautiful gowns, and I'm like, girl, this is like get ghetto with
Yeah.
it, get nasty, get urban with
Did
it.
anybody
Yeah.
get dirty?
I really like Lux's.
Lux's was great.
Yeah.
The tights were like brown, and I feel like if they were gray, it would have been like
Yeah.
perfect.
I agree.
I think
But,
that was like
I mean,
a lighting thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been the lighting thing, but I agree. Definitely a
Mhm.
top. I thought Sasha was the top for me. Like of the people
Yeah.
that did like spooky pageant, like
if
Sasha,
you're gonna be glamour
Yeah.
while doing a spooky thing, be fucking good glamour
Mhm.
spooky. You know, and that was
That
that.
That was
That
really
was
good.
really good. Yeah.
and there was like 7 spiders on the runway.
Yeah.
It was like the kimono of the season.
Yeah, I think my favorite spider though was Robin's. I really
Robin's
liked her
spider?
spider.
Okay.
It was very
Yeah.
there.
I agree. The legs
Me too.
on her spider were like the most obviously spider legs too.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
But it seems like all these girls are afraid of spiders.
I am.
I'm afraid of
Are
spiders.
You are?
afraid of spiders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever found a spider in your wig? What would you do?
Did you?
I haven't, but I'm
Oh my
always
God.
scared of that. I will kind of just shake my wig and look
Yeah.
around before I put it on my head.
Come
Because
on,
I store my
irrational
wigs
fear.
on the top
Mhm,
shelf and
mhm.
like, bitch, I don't know where the spiders be living, but they're always high. They're always hiding.
There was this big ass spider in my room once,
Ah!
and I swatted it, and it was alive, and it landed in my
No!
wigs, like on all my wigs. But this was when I broke my foot, so I wasn't like doing drag for like a few months. So I just kind of like let it air out, and I haven't seen it since.
It's in there, laying eggs, baby.
That's terrible.
That like freaked me out. It was huge too.
I had a family of mice living in my drag room.
Your children? Your drag children?
In my drag
Yes, that's okay.
Yes, they are. They're mousy bitches. Mousy. My God, I can't talk.
That's hard. To your credit, mousy.
Mousy. Many mumbling mice.
Well, yeah.
Making midnight music in the moonlight.
Mojo.
Yeah, I should have done. Yeah. Who won? Who went home? Okay, so Lucy won, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree that the right person went home?
I don't.
Really?
Ooh. Okay, talk.
Sorry to the Filipino community, but Aura.
Why are you gonna apologize to the Filipino community's right here? Say it to our face.
But girl, Aura, that Bretman was abysmal, and the
Wait.
runway, I didn't like it.
You didn't like the runway?
I did not like the runway.
I like the runway. I do think the runway was really cool.
Okay, I also thought the runway was very good.
Yeah.
But I also agree that, like, sorry, Filipino community of which I am part of. Aura, come on.
It was
A lot of
terrible.
missteps. A lot of missteps. It was
Bretman
bad
could be
Bretman.
such a good character too. I'd be like,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
You know, like you could get really nasty with that.
Yeah,
I mean.
to go for someone that with that much personality and to not have all of that personality was a detriment. Yeah.
A lot of the Drag Race contestants do influencers, and they always flop. And I think it's just like, influencers, as annoying as they are, they do have that charisma. So if you can't match what they do in their videos, do something else. Yeah, really. Yeah, be the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Like Jax. Your friend.
Oh yeah.
What's the tea? What did Jax impart?
Well, Jax told me that like Snatch Game is like, if you do it, it's like 5 minutes. So like
Really?
it's like quick, like you're in and you're out. Also, from what I heard was that the twins were like so bad that like RuPaul was pissed and like going like making faces because like girl, they were like making it their own fucking thing. Sorry, I don't know if I was supposed to be telling that to you
my
or
God,
whatever,
no!
but, you know, like
You didn't sign an NDA, girl.
I didn't
You
sign
can
an
say
NDA,
anything you
but
want.
like girl,
But you didn't hear it from Jax. You heard it from Reddit
It
or
just
something.
kind of appeared in
I
your
heard
mind.
it. I heard it from Reddit, girl.
Yeah.
I remember shit, girl.
Yeah.
That was also evident. There was a moment where they were going back and forth, and RuPaul was trying to talk.
Yeah.
And she couldn't say anything. It's like, Mama, you do not talk over Mama RuPaul. Oh my God.
But I kind of live for the twins. I'm a twin.
I love them. Yeah.
Because
think
I
they're
love
really
how
good.
they're just like whatever.
Yeah.
This is the twin
They're in their
show.
own world.
The
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Which is- it's kinda
Sister.
Yeah.
The white edition.
But you knew it was gonna like come to their detriment, so you know they weren't
Right.
gonna put Aura in the bottom. Even though I think that she should have been. It should have been Aura and Sugar for me.
Orange sugar.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all we gotta say about RuPaul's Drag Race. I will also say I am a twin stan. It's sad to see them broken up, but it makes me excited to see what
I'm interested. Yeah.
Spice is
And
gonna
the
do.
preview for the next episode, girl,
Spice
Spice
again,
was talking
spicy.
her shit, honey.
Yeah.
Like,
She was talking
They're
her
like, some of these
shit.
bitches shouldn't be here.
I was living.
Okay, well, we'll recap it again. We're gonna have you on again, and we'll talk about RuPaul's Drag Race because you have all the tea. That sounds good. Okay, all right. We're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm here with my bitches again. I don't even know why we take these breaks because honestly, I still don't have any sponsors. If anybody wants to sell something, go DM me a commercial. I'll put it on. You know how we used to like send each other commercials for digital drag? Yeah,
we said we wouldn't talk about that.
That's right. Sorry. Triggering. Ugh. Okay. So we're back. You weren't here for our first segment, so I want to throw this question to you because you obviously had feelings about it, making faces over there. Is there anyone in our community you want to kai with?
No.
Okay.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good lie.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
Baby. I'm
I'm
good.
gonna
They
have
want to kai with you.
body language
Exactly.
expert. They want to kai with you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Who wants to kai with you? Everybody.
Well, yes, everybody. I mean,
Mona Roll, probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm an innocent girl. So,
yeah. Me too. Innocent as well. 3 innocent girls, 3 virgins.
3
3 Virgin Marys, mama. Just like Selena City. 3 virgins over here.
3
Okay.
virgins.
Let's bring our attention to the High Princess pageant. I feel like it's really important that we get to share our kind of views, because people that don't even live in the Bay right now be sharing their ideas on Twitter. So let's get the record straight. Let's talk about what happened in the building, because we were all there. Well, except for you. You watched the recap, but that's good because it's still very informed. How do we think it's going? Let's break it down. You want to break it down?
Yeah, let's break it down.
We'll break it down. Okay. It's Kai's one to win, because the first night it was Kai's night.
Is Kai
B. Michaels, you're a legend, sweetie. I don't give a what anybody else got to say.
I heard that
about
applause whenever they would say Kai. The crowd was roaring.
Do you feel like it was
it's pretty evenly spread right now?
I think it's pretty evenly spread. I think my thing that I said prior to even like the first night was that like anybody can win. Like, obviously, there's some people to look out for.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I was competing, I'd look out for Amora, because she's a fierce fucking competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Fierce, kind of like costume maker.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful dancer. Can sing the house down boots. So it's just like, okay, these are the things that I would look out for. She's ticking all the boxes.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's like the way that this particular pageant showcases the diversity of drag. Like, anybody could win based on like their own personal merits, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, breaking it down, one, runway. How do you think people went? You thought Kai took the runway?
I thought Kai took the runway.
What do you think?
I think Amora. No, I think Shiksa.
Okay.
No, I think Mercury.
Okay.
No, I really like these runways.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good answer, and I think that's an honest one, because like it's hard to like compare. It's not apples to apples, it's apples to oranges. Like all the runways were different.
Also, let's talk about the theme. The theme is Princess 3000.
Right, yeah.
And not a single motherfucker followed the theme. Maybe Amora. Maybe
you
Amora.
think so?
Maybe Amora.
So the future. So you agree? The future is bald.
The future is bald.
The future is
the
bald.
future is
Yeah.
bald.
The future is bald. You heard it
was
here.
giving Brainiac coverage. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I think people follow the theme. I think a lot of
people's
them
like
did.
ideas of future were like all different,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that was good.
There was like retro futurism. There was like there was
LED lights.
There was LED.
A
Yeah,
lot of LED.
I'm here for the future, replacing rhinestones with LED lights.
Oh no, I think stones are the future. The past, present, and future are stones. In this house, we stand stones. Okay, here's my runway breakdown. My favorite was Kai. I mean, not only because we like hand stitched beads for like parts of the costume that weren't fully legible to the audience, but just knowing that there's like that couturier kind of touch to her entire outfit, head to toe, fascinator, wig, just like all of the disparate elements, and it was like very creative and also on brand. I just like really thought she slayed. It was like my favorite.
Hit all the points.
Yeah. But I think in any runway, it really does come down to like impact, and I feel like Amora's had a lot of impact. Beautiful color, beautiful shapes, meticulously made. And if we are comparing like apples to apples, it's like Amora had a bodysuit, and so did Rosalia Valentine. And I just feel like because Amora had like the second element, kind of puts her a little bit ahead. Rosalia looked great too, though. I mean, like honestly,
it was gliding.
Gliding. on wheels.
You're no stranger
literally
to
gliding.
gliding.
Yeah. But
Also, I really liked Alpha Andromeda.
Alpha,
I thought
It was very like Amanda Lepore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful.
I was
really
here for
liked
that
it.
being the future. Like in the
Yeah.
future, we're all just gonna have like different faces.
it's like the Hunger Games future, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. You're
It's
in
so
the Capitol
dystopian.
and people are just like making themselves look, you know,
Yeah.
however they want, which is great. That is the
Mhm.
future. Actually, if I was gonna rank it on my own personal
Rank
like rubric,
it. Yeah.
I would do Kai Kai, and then I would do Alpha, just because I loved Alpha's like style so much, and then I would probably put Mercury Divine because his usage of the LEDs was actually the most striking to me.
Yeah.
It was like a cornhole, wasn't it? Like, you know, like when you see like those movies with aliens and then like they like do the cornfield.
the
Okay.
crop circles.
Yeah,
Crop
yeah.
circles.
Mhm.
That's what it was, right? Or am I
Wait,
tripping?
did you call crop circle a cornhole?
I was just gonna
Did you?
let that
I was
go.
like, what the? I was like, okay, it was a cornhole.
Girl, I do not speak country. I'm a city girl.
Cornhole. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it was like a cornhole.
Yeah, it was like
Well, yeah.
Okay.
the cornhole king.
But I mean, you can't deny that Amarty's made a beautiful garment.
Mhm.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
And the poise. The poise.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Q&A.
Terrible across the board.
Yeah.
I think San Francisco. I mean, I come from the East Coast. I'm the transplant doll.
Mhm.
I just think that like across the board, San Francisco has to work on their Q&A.
That's so mean! But also, I agree. I thought Kai Kai had the best answer.
I think
Again,
it was okay.
or I think Kai Kai...
I think Alpha had the best
Alpha.
answer.
Alpha had, like, the godsend of a question out of the lot. It's a good question. Yeah, fuck, marry, kill, obviously.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
But it was also like I feel like with that question, it's all, like you could always be funny with that. But I do think Alpha was like exceptionally funny with that.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just
So it
think
was terrible.
It was
Okay,
it
well,
was really
Shix
good.
is from Denver, so how do you explain her
Ah!
answer?
Hers wasn't that bad.
Okay, there
I
you
can't
go.
remember it,
The
but-
closer you get to the East Coast, the better your answer
I
gets.
couldn't remember it, but it wasn't that bad. But she's also really well spoken. You know, she's a well spoken girl.
Yeah. Eloquent. That's racist. Call someone biracial eloquent. Did you know that? I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, well, yes. I'm also the multiracial baddie myself.
Yes. The baddie. The dancing diva. The doll.
The doll.
Okay, the doll. Okay, now on to the meat of the Princess Pageant Night 1 sandwich, the lip syncs. How do you think they went down?
Kai Kai won hers.
Kai Kai won hers.
Let's set it straight.
Kai Kai won hers.
Kai Kai won hers.
Yes.
No ties. And then the Kings. I don't know who the Kings who won.
Willpower won over Mercury Divine. I thought that was a little bit of a gag. I think if like they wanted to be brave, they would have broken the Kings up. Because I could definitely see like Paige versus Mercury Divine, because they both
Mhm.
do some burlesque, you
Yeah.
know, and see what they could do. But then we wouldn't have the Paige versus Shiksa that we all deserve, because that was a really sickening lip sync.
Yeah. I love my Kings, I do, but like when I was watching it, I just didn't feel the energy from both of them. Like it kind of gave mid off.
Mid off. Oh no, not mid off.
I don't know.
I wasn't
like
there,
I
no
love some
comment.
like energy. I love like that energy. I want to feel it. And when I was there, I was just like, you know, like they're giving it, but like it could have gave a little bit more. Like, come on, y'all competing for like what is it? Over $2,000.
$2,023.
Let me tell you something. Over $2,000, I am dropping everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
bow.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, like,
to a fiddle song.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, like, season 1, we had some really strong kings competing, so maybe it was a high benchmark. But I thought they did well. I thought it was good.
it was
yeah, and I thought it was evenly matched. Definitely, Mercury Divine when he brought out the fiddle, the guitar. Was it? I don't know instruments.
Didn't they
but that was
both
pretty
bring
good.
out fiddles?
Did they?
Did they both?
I
bring
thought
out
it was
fiddle?
a double fiddle off.
It was a fiddle off.
Mercury
Two fiddles.
Divine brought out a fiddle, and then they put it down at some point, and I think Willpower picked it up.
Oh, really?
They were sharing the fiddle.
Yeah, I was like, I
That
thought they
is
both
very
had a
Bay
fiddle.
Area. We're gonna share this fiddle. If it was the South, it was like, don't touch my fucking fiddle. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about Kai Kai and Rosalia. Obviously, you said Kai Kai like won handily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kai Kai won.
Kai Kai won.
I thought Rosalia
I thought it was
had it at
pretty
first,
even.
and
It
then
was
Kai Kai stole it, or not stole it, but
it
like
was really good.
Yeah,
came out
it was
on top.
really good.
Yeah.
But then when Kai Kai did like the little wedgie thing, I was
Yes,
like,
yeah, I
period,
think that's what it
bitch.
was. That's like
Kai
when
Kai
I was
was-
like, oh yeah, they
Kai
got
Kai
it.
was bodying it.
Yeah.
You know, they're having like so much fun. Like, and then just like knew every beat of the song.
Mhm.
Rosalia Valentine, I love her. She kind of was like serving little Lady Gaga with the outfit and the hair.
Mhm.
And I think they just didn't lose themselves in the song as much as Kai Kai did. And, you know, there was that moment where, you know, well, Kai Kai has a bit of advantage being like so tall and so beautiful. So you could be anywhere on stage and kind of see what they're doing, but sometimes if you're like in the back, you can't see.
Mhm.
So
I get
so
what
when
you mean.
Rosalia Valentine was working the middle, which you want to do, Kai Kai's so tall, you saw her drop into the splits in the back,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh.
It was momentous.
It was momentous.
Mhm.
It was great, but very good lip sync. I thought it could go either way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It's misery business. Come on. Like,
Yeah, it's really
I don't
hard
know
not,
what that
it's,
is.
It's
I
really
didn't
hard to fuck
listen
that
to
up.
that.
You don't know Paramore?
No,
Oof. Oh, lady.
I know pair of pants. No.
Drag
Okay,
King.
we're gonna delete that joke. Okay. So Paige versus Shiksa, the tie, the double Shantae.
Our
of it all.
Alyssa versus Tatiana.
Our Alyssa versus Tatiana. Okay, I'll go first. I just
Okay.
want to say it's like, I thought Paige won. Shiksa's gonna kill me. Shiksa's gonna be on a crumble in 2 weeks, and she could eviscerate me then. But I thought Paige kind of like won for me, just because like I think she commanded the middle of the stage in the correct times.
Yeah, I agree.
and then also just like her garment
Mhm.
was more in conversation with the song.
Mhm.
And but I mean, like, definitely evenly matched. I also say this because I knew Shiksa was very confident going into the lip syncs. Like, no one in San Francisco can do this song better than me.
That is
and
her song.
and for someone to like match her, I was just like, oh. And I knew Paige was gonna turn it because I've seen her. She's a sickening performer. I've seen her do Liza before, and it's just like she gets she gets it.
She loses
you know?
herself.
She loses
to it,
herself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought definitely earned tie. But I also loved like the corseted, like fully rhinestone corset and reveals that Paige brought to it.
I agree. I thought just from seeing like clips online, like from Snapchat or Snapchats, from Instagram stories.
Talking about that hog again. Okay.
I did think that Paige was gonna take it, but then like seeing the whole thing played out on the recap, I do think that the double save was earned.
No, yeah, I thought it was a beautiful lip sync.
I wish I saw it in person.
It was beautiful in person. I think from the angle we were both at,
Yeah.
it looked like it was Paige's show.
Yeah.
But I think when you were, because there was angles over here,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
looked like Shiska's show.
I agree.
Right. Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
a good point.
That's a
That's
good
a really
point.
good point. Yeah.
Because I watched it both the stream and live we were like straight on, and it was very page forward. And then yeah, you're right. I agree. So it depends on where you were. The judges were where Shiksa was.
Yeah.
Or like from that vantage point, you know.
Well, it was
So-
Cornbread that decided it. No.
Yeah, I think Cornbread was bullied into saying it was a tie. I think Cornbread has a differing opinion from the rest of the judging panel. We don't know what it is. It's all speculative.
How you know that?
Yeah.
We saw them debating openly in open air. They're like debating each other. I don't know what they said, but they were not in agreement.
I mean, it was, like I said, it was close as hell.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
y'all,
yeah.
it was close as hell.
It was deserved. I think if anything was gonna get a double win, it was that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree. Okay, and Did we do all of them? No, we have one
There's
more. Amora and Alpha.
and Alpha.
Amora clear.
Amora
clear.
Amora cleared.
Clear. Let me tell you something.
Amora cleared.
My thing about if you're ever in a lip sync, I love lip syncing against people because it really teaches you a lot about stage presence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is that if you are not fighting for your space, then you already lost.
That's right. Okay, I want to talk about this. As someone that was called the lip sync assassin last High Princess pageant, that's true. I was called lip sync assassin.
By who?
By the judge. By Dita Ritz.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
she called
okay,
me the lip sync assassin.
Okay,
Dita
cool.
Ritz.
Good
Yes,
for you.
icon. The lip sync assassin. We already knew going into the lip sync that Amora's gonna be a better mover. Like they dance, they buck, they spin, they twirl, they dip. They are
to a pop song. Come on.
Yeah, they are the mover.
Yeah.
Alpha had things in the Real House that could have rivaled that kind of that faculty that Amora has. Alpha is very poised. Alpha is very beautiful. She's fashion forward. She's very tall, and she's funny as fuck. I don't think Alpha imbued. I think she was outmaneuvered by Amora. Like Amora just commanded the center of the stage. More. I think Alpha needed to kind of like lean into her kind of her fortes, you know, and just kind of own it. I mean, I did prefer Alpha's outfit, and I thought her kind of wig reveal,
her ponytail, it's an Ariana Grande song,
was like sickening. So it's just like maybe if like that reveal happened at a better spot, you know, and wasn't like mirrored by Amora's reveal, then things would have shaken out maybe a little better. But I mean, like obviously Amora she ate.
Amora ate
that.
Amora ate. Yeah,
that poor girl.
And it was like I said, like I'm gonna push a bitch out the way if I have to
for $2,000,
like,
bitch.
She has to go off the stage, and like I just wanted her because she like did the beautiful reveal, but it was like behind Amora.
Yeah.
So nobody could really see it, especially on our view and our perspective.
Yeah.
So it was like, girl, it was worth nothing, and then you had this beautiful Ariana outfit, like it was giving break free down.
Yeah.
And it just like it could have been so good, but Amora cleared her because Amora was in the spotlight. Amora knew her space, and Amora knew, bitch, you need to get out of my way.
Yeah, it's like no.
Amora was just performing. It wasn't a battle. It was just like, oh well, here's my stage, and let me do
Amora
what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say that like that was a good pairing because they're both pop stars, but
they are pop.
Amora is just the dancing kind of pop star.
Yeah. So, do you think some people have their work cut out for them this coming week?
Everybody that lost a lip sync.
True.
True.
I think that they have the bigger chance to make a better impression because it's the big number, the big like Sorry, it's the big number. So like, come on, like you gotta really give like your all, especially if you ain't win because you going into.
So I'm giving people tips. If you're watching, in my crumble opinion, I'm gonna let you know what happened last year. If you're not watching it, boo boo the fool. You ain't getting the tea because I'm gonna let you know right now. I lost week 1 because I feel like I could have won, but my Q&A was so bad. So all that means is that like I think that every point counts.
Yeah.
But also anybody can win at this point because I don't think anyone slayed the Q&A, and I think the way the lip syncs off kind of factor into the overall point system might not be so black and white because Vera beat Meat Flap in their lip sync off, and Meat Flap ended up getting, second runner up last year. So it's just like, and Vera didn't place.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I definitely
it's not so clear.
Yeah, I definitely think like everything factored in. Someone did really good in the runway, but maybe not so good in the Q&A. But then they did really good in the lip sync. Like I think everything just like balanced it out, and I think everybody needs to like be on their fucking 100% for their talent number. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Amor and Kai Kai are obvious.
I think they're
front runners.
Yeah, I think they're the front runners.
Front runners, and it's gonna be an uphill climb for everybody else, but still, like, definitely within reach.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Who are you rooting for?
The question.
For me, I am rooting for Shiska just because I love my fellow transplant. And also, I helped make her wig.
Oh.
So, like, I love to see stuff that I create, like, be part of a winning, like, package.
Yeah. No. Being a part of something that's winning is something I do know personally very, very well. So, yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a beautiful sentiment. I did come up with the winning Pillows pageant number yesterday, so that was my idea. But that's fine. We don't need to talk about it. Oh, I didn't mean to trigger my guest. Oh, no!
Girl, shit it on.
She said real friends of WeHo on the stage.
Hit it on them.
Sorry, the question. Who are you rooting for?
Okay. I'm rooting for Amora because she's like my drag big sister, my drag aunt, one of my drag mentors. But I'm also rooting for Shiksa because that's my good Judy. And I'm also rooting for Alpha because that's also my good Judy. But if I had to pick one, I would pick Amora so she would continue to book me.
Okay, diplomatic, very Machiavellian answer. I'm rooting for everybody. I think it really could be anybody's game. I love an underdog, and the front runners are more in Kai right now, so it's just like they're no longer underdogs to me. So, I mean, I would love to see, Alpha pull something out. I would love to see Rosalia Valentine pull something out. I'm rooting for your girl. She's a hard worker. She taught herself to, like, figure skate over the pandemic, and I think that's, like, fucking admirable. I would love to see the Kings. I don't want to group them together. I would love to see Willpower and Mercury Divine really pull it out. I think Mercury Divine is creative as fuck. And I think, there's some, like, the numbers are really going to determine, who wins. Yeah, but if I had to pick one, I don't know. I don't know. I love them all. I love Shiksa. I think
I know. This is really hard because I have
hard.
so many fucking friends in this.
One. I had to pick one. Right now I'm rooting for Alpha. Okay, Asian pride.
There you go. There you go.
That's right. Also, just like, again, the underdog factor. It's just like, I know you lost your lip sync, girl, but, like, you have so much, and I look up to you so much, and you're my sis, so I'm rooting for Alpha. Period. Are we still friends, even though we disagree?
Yes.
Can we do this? Oh my god. I love you both.
Where is your nail?
Oh my god, I know, I'm not wearing a nail. Shut up! We cropped my nail out.
I guess you're not friends anymore.
Oh my god, where's your nail? Oh no, she's coming for me. Okay. Well, thank you again for tuning into My Crumble Opinion. If there are any controversies you want us to tackle on this show, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I sound so stupid saying like, subscribe, talk in the comments. Like,
you gotta.
But I got it.
We'll talk about malicious
smash
scunt.
That like button.
We'll talk about malicious scunt. I see you, girl. See you on Twitter, baby.
I love you, Militia. Oh my
love
god,
you too.
I love you. We love you.
We love you, Militia.
Did you stop?
No.
If you enjoyed what you watched tonight, definitely follow In My Crumble Opinions playlist on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find me on Instagram at She Has Layers. Where can we find you, bitch?
You can find me at Bonita Rose Drag on Instagram. I don't really know if I want to give you my Twitter, but if you know, you know.
Well, yes. You can find me at the Mojo Carter, TheMojoCarter on Twitter and Instagram.
She spells bitch.
Literally.
She spells, yeah. She's like, I'm gonna give you the.
Can you use it in a
bee.
sentence?
Yeah. Spelling B. Michaels over here.
So dumb.
I think that's a good ending.
Yeah.